Um, I think I'm on gaming talk shows, and I just hit the live button. So, ah, blah, blah, blah. Oh wait, it does say talk shows. Talk shows, community talk shows. Okay, yay! So it says, go. No, community talk hyphen shows. Go look at it. Go look at it. Go look at this. This thing that I present to you. This thing. This thing. This thing. You see the thing? Oh, that amused me more than it should. That's your meme face. That's the face I use whenever I want to make ridiculous theories and make it seem like you said them. That's a good thing because it's already happened. And then, yeah, yeah, because you told me. Hold on. Go ahead. Do it. Uh, and just so everybody knows, I'm a little under the weather. Oh my. I'm a little under the weather this week, so if you hear me coughing or anything like that, I apologize, but yeah. Yeah, I have this voice all the time. Yep. I don't know what to say. It's just it's a gift. It's a curse. Grade A.
Okay, grade B.
Whoa.
Grade B.
Grade A Tanner Larson.
I'm a B plus.
B plus.
A solid B plus. If you understand that joke, you're welcome.
This
Don't
this
explain
thing.
that joke to them though.
This thing.
This thing that we call a podcast.
This thing that we call life.
This... of course.
Play the
Dearly
game.
beloved, we are gathered here to get through this thing called life.
Catawolf
And-
says hello to me, and he says hello to Tanner Face. So
I gotta start.
he
I gotta
knows.
Start with I gotta start with those Prince lyrics now.
He knows Tanner Face. He knows the meme.
Well, of course, a lot of people do.
Oh, we need to bring it back. See, Ben Face is old school. We
I can
Ben
bring,
Face
I can
is
bring
over.
sexy back. I can take that back from Justin.
Not with that face, you can't.
Bullshit.
You're gonna walk around town making that exact face, And you're
I'm
gonna bring
bringing sexy back. Y'all
With-
motherfuckers don't know how to act.
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
What the hell
I'm
is
just- I'm
happening
just
with
preaching-
this?
All I do is preach truth.
This used to be a show. At some point, it fucking caught fire and exploded. And I think
Well-
it took a daycare out.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. We can start anytime you're ready. I'm just gonna let you have your moment right now, and then we'll get through this thing called life. Electric word life, but it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else.
Oh.
A world of never-ending happiness, where you can always see the sun, day or night.
Oh, my hat's crooked. Fuck.
So when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, Dr. Molyneux.
Dr. Molyneux.
Instead of asking him how much your time is left, ask him how much of your mind.
Paging Dr. Molyneux.
This is the Reset Brothers, Super Reset Brothers, for the end of March 31st. Wow, that was a hell of an intro that we did.
That was, and you are correct. The name of the podcast is Super Reset Brothers. We are the Reset Brothers.
Yep.
And
That
we
is
bring,
John Tanner Larson.
and I am Patrick Breeden, and every
We'll
week,
see you guys next week.
we bring you a flaming car wreck of a show.
It's a beautiful car wreck.
It's-
It blends in nice with the sunset.
It's the kind of car wreck that you just stop right in the middle of traffic and be like, damn, all right.
It's like the Minnesota Timberwolves, where you just can't look away, but you have to experience bad basketball every
What
now and then.
this with the sports analogies? What the fuck is this?
I love sports analogies.
I see.
You
Anybody's-
can, okay, right now we haven't even started this podcast, and you can soundboard them. It's true, Patrick, and you can do that like when we're done. Just create a soundboard just out of my quotes.
I like the beginning of it, paging Dr. Molyneux, and he'll come in
Well,
and be
what
like,
I
we're
did
going to have
was
the
I
best...
recited-
Hold on now. Hold on. I got this.
all right,
I got this. I've got this
all
in
right,
my head right now.
all right.
We're going to page Dr. Molyneux. He's going to come in and tell you it's going to be the best surgery you've ever had. You're not going to lose any blood.
I
None.
don't need surgery.
You've got to have surgery. It's going to be the best
I-
surgery you can get, right?
I
So
don't need it.
you're going to get through this. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right.
Okay, but I don't need the surgery.
And then, like, by the time he's done, you're going to be a triple amputee, and then you'll have, like, peg legs and one peg arm, and you'll be all right.
Is he gonna amputate my dick?
Sure, why not? Thank you,
No.
Dr. Molyneux.
Oh God, no.
Thank you, Dr. Molyneux.
No,
Oh,
this is a horrible idea.
oh. Well, he
You
can
know
just
what
keep
else is a
making
horrible
shitty
idea?
games.
You know what else is a horrible idea?
What's that?
Not giving QA to your games before you release them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paging
So
Dr.
I-
Molyneux.
Paging Dr. Well, hell, maybe Peter Molyneux might be able to make this game better. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like he may. He may, because we're going to be talking about, right off the bat, Mass Effect Andromeda. Okay, before anything else gets said, let this state for the record that Patrick and I were looking forward to Mass Effect Andromeda for the longest time.
Oh, absolutely.
The longest time. Because we are Mass Effect fans, and that's just what we are. We're Mass Effect fans, and really wanted this to not only look good, but play very well. It may play very well, I hope. Because
I haven't tried it either.
from what I've seen, it's been decent at best for as far as gameplay goes, but ooh boy. Wow, did they not even try when it comes to visuals.
Like, I have heard plenty of people, especially Mike Dodd, say that the combat is
Combat Wombat.
Wombat combat, Mortal Wombat.
Yes.
The combat is amazing in this game. Hands down, amazing. It is super fun, and you want to keep experiencing it over and over. But you can't quite do that because, oh my god, the faces. Like, Oh, Jesus. I'm not even kidding. Like, if you haven't seen any visuals from this game, I'm not kidding one bit. I am distracted by the way the characters look in this game. I'm seriously
It's-
distracted.
Oh my goodness, these the faces are like, well, it's not just the faces too. Like a lot of the visuals and the visual aspect of this game does not look appealing in any aspect.
Well, have you ever noticed, like, I don't know if the one character walking around talking to people, I assume she's the main character, but she'll be delivering dialogue that's like, serious shit, and she's got this goofy-looking, stupid-ass smile on her face while doing it. It's like, who designed this?
Not Shepard. That's what we'll call her. Not Shepard.
Not Shepard. Yes, Not Shepard comes in the room and she starts throwing down some hardcore dialogue, but she looks goofy as fuck.
Yeah.
And I just kept saying to myself, who did this? And then the better question is, because people get mad at the animator, who directed it? Who said this was okay?
I will give them this though. They did kind of break some ground as far as pushing the M rating and the AO rating goes, because this game does have a sex scene, and they show some titty.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh
and it's
no!
bland as fuck.
Oh.
The full sex scene looks bland as hell.
Oh no!
I've seen it. We saw it in our little group chat basically, and it was just them like holding like the whole Asari thing. Is just like it's holding hands and they're in space, and they say "I love you," and then that's it, and then they climax.
Just
I
like in
wish
real
I was
life.
Kidding. I literally wish I was kidding. That's from what I exactly said happens.
Just like
They're
in real
naked,
life.
They're topless and their whole body is naked. They're naked in space. You can see their breasts, and they look at each other in their eyes and they go, "I love you," and then they climax. That's literally the whole sex scene. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
they're
have to say
they
that
do,
it.
between that they do kind of grind a little bit, but it's still like whatever.
I'm
I've
still
said this
gonna have to
before.
say it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, no, it obviously doesn't work that way.
No, it really doesn't. I mean,
Even for science fiction standards, it's like, no.
well, the first question I'd ask is, do you really need a sex scene in a video game? Of course, the answer is no, but...
Yeah, no, the answer is yes.
Oh, the answer is yes. Well, this is Mass
Absolutely
Effect,
you do.
so... there's a few tropes you need in Mass Effect. One is sex scene. Two is, main character being a dick at various reasons for reasons no one will understand.
Yeah. But then they accept it.
Number three, there's always going to be some Asari with like some sort of fucking problem. And then number four, you're always going to be pissed off at some alien race. There you go.
You're gonna be alienist.
There you go. That's Mass Effect. Welcome to 1, 2, 3, and now Andromeda. There you go. I've saved you the time. Thank you.
That's the whole series in a nutshell.
There it is. You're done.
You're gonna hate some aliens. You're gonna run into an Asari with some fucking complex or a problem, and you're gonna have a sex scene.
Yep. There you go.
Albeit a bland, very vanilla sex scene.
And then like you'll choose you'll choose one thing where you would imagine that Shepard's like going to be nice about something because you're trying to be Paragon, and it'll come off kind of bitchy anyway, and you're like, wait,
Yeah,
I
it'll
chose
come off as
Paragon.
It'll come off as a dick, so it's just like, oh hey.
Yeah,
Shepard, why are you doing this? Or I should say, why are you doing this?
exactly.
Because not Shepard is just not a fun character from what I see. So I don't know why I would play this game, but I'm still gonna play this game.
I'll play it because I hear again the combat's amazing, and I don't know if it has online features. I haven't checked, but
I don't have any reason to doubt Birdman or Mike.
oh
Dodd
yeah,
in this
Mike
case.
Mike Dodd knows what's up. So if he says
Yeah.
it's good, then it's good. It's just
Yeah.
I can't get over not Shepard and her goofy face. I can't. Cause she does. She has like a kid face with like big rosy cheeks, and then she comes in and she's like, "I'm gonna fuck you up," and she's smiling. It's like, what? What is this?
It's like if fucking Gumball was like, the main character of this game.
It's like
In
Disney
fact,
took
that'd be better. That'd be better if Gumball, Anais, or fucking Darwin were main characters in this game.
People at Disney
Better
took a
not
couple
Shepard.
shots of whiskey before helping make this game or something. I don't know.
Lord.
How's it going, Metal?
Like before, and for people who say like, "Oh, but they don't like women in video games," that's not true. That's very not true. Because for both, or not both, 1, 2, and 3, the whole Mass Effect trilogy of Shepard, male or female, those are strong characters in my opinion.
Oh, if somebody told me that I didn't want women in my games, I would remind them that to me, Shepard is a female.
Yeah.
To me, Shepard is not a male. Shepard is a female.
Well, not Shepard. It's definitely a female.
Well, not Shepard's definitely female, but I mean Shepard. The original trilogy was dark-haired female to me.
That honestly, let's debate this, between male and female Shepard from the trilogy. So, I like both characters, but I really do like the female version better because that seems to be more of a stronger character, I would say. Like as far as personality goes and basically how the character looks, like default.
She's got kind of a Captain Janeway thing going on, and that's why I really liked it.
Exactly, I really do enjoy that. And not to fault Mark Mears' performance. Like in the first one, he was a little bland, but then the second and third ones, he kind of picked it up a little more.
And in terms of it, I'm probably gonna shock somebody when I say this. I've never played Mel Shepard, not once.
I would advise that you do it in the second one. Don't play the first one as Shepard or male Shepard. Like in the second one, go with that the comic basically, the interactive comic, and then go from there. Because Mark Mears' performance in 2 and 3 is pretty good, better than his first one, of course.
Well, I'll definitely have to give that a shot. But I just
obviously-
wanted to throw that out there. To anybody who's wondering, listening to me thinking, oh, do you not like women in games? No. To me, Shepard is female. That's the end of the argument. At least on my end. She is female.
I'll also say that I pretty much main Symmetra in Overwatch, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, if I didn't have May in Overwatch, I'd probably stop playing Defense altogether. Be like, fuck this.
Yeah, well. But, yeah, basically, Mass Effect Andromeda didn't have the greatest of starts. It has some issues, a lot of issues, and really could have used some quality assurance before it was shipped in spring. That's the whole basic premise of this, is that, the game really should have had a little bit more time, even though we were highly anticipating it. A delay would have helped this game a lot.
I think it's one of those situations where they want to get it out within that specific time because they think this is like, tax season again, the big time where everybody's going to be, buying things and picking things up and whatnot.
But summer is like a dead period every single year in video.
I know.
And you could have had that whole space.
You could have had the entire time. Yeah.
Yeah. You could have had the entire summer for you. Hey, it's the summer of Mass Effect. Buy our fucking game.
You could pretty much run unopposed.
You could have... Oh, God.
Matter of fact, I think the only game I can think off the top of my head that's going to be big in the summer is Splatoon 2.
That's the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
The only game I can think of that's going to be big in the summertime. I don't see any other games on the radar, but then again, we're only...
Oh, I'm sure there are.
We're only 3 months into 2017.
2017?
To 2017. It's not as violent as to 2016.
Well, that's good, because I don't feel like death. Not quite yet.
Speaking of death, Destiny 2. I don't know why that's funny. I hardly didn't try with that.
That is the most messed up transition ever. Speaking of things that make you want to die, Destiny 2.
Well, if you didn't get enough of the first game and all of its screwy transactions,
I totally did get enough of it the first time around.
Just in case you didn't, Destiny 2 is on it. But I'm really okay.
Goody.
I'll give Destiny 2 the benefit of the doubt and say let's see if they learn from their mistakes from the first. Because I really wanted Destiny 2 to succeed. I pre-ordered the game. I pre-ordered a PS4 just for Destiny because I heard that was going to be the best version of the game, and nope.
Yeah, I heard it was supposed to be the #1 shooter that would take us into a new age of gaming, and cats and dogs would finally live together, and everything would be in perfect harmony, and there would be no more wars. I think someone lied to me.
That's a name we haven't seen, by the way, in the chat for a long time. Is Dookie? Hello, Dookie.
Oh, hey, it's going on, man. Yeah.
But,
Haven't
yeah.
ran into him a long time since the DTT days.
But going back to what you said with Destiny, I feel like they really do need to learn from their mistakes. Like, don't push so much like microtransactions down our throat. Just let the people play their multiplayer, have fun with it, and don't hire Peter Dinklage as your sidekick.
There's a different Peter I could think of, but let's not go there.
Peter Molyneux?
Of course you hire Peter Molyneux. You hire him for
I'm-
everything.
I honestly would be down for that. I'd be down for the sidekick goes Peter Molyneux.
The sidekick goes Peter
He's
Molyneux.
just trying to sell you the game midway.
He'll tell you about the DLC packs and all the amazing things they're gonna do.
No, not even that. Like the game is finished. The game, let's say the game is finished, but like you're halfway through it. Then he starts hyping up like the latter half of the game. It's like, oh, you're gonna find all these great planets and all these other stuff, and it's only one planet left.
I love it. When can I get this? Can I get this now? Can I?
You already have it actually.
I want to buy this right now.
But to go back to well with Destiny 2, I really do hope that they learn from the mistakes of it. And they are going to likely have a PC release for this, so that's another good thing for it. Stability issues were a thing for Destiny, and I really hope that those improve with Destiny 2. I feel like they should, because this isn't like Blizzard we're talking about where they launch a game and then it immediately crashes for online play.
Well, then again, I mean, because Blizzard has a whole ton of people trying to get on it once. But I think with Destiny 2, if they stick to their guns and try to fix things, it'll be okay. I'm going to be honest, I didn't have an issue with Destiny. I enjoyed it. I played it a lot when it first came out. The problem I had with it, and we've talked about it over and over again, is the way they set up DLC as expansions.
Yeah.
It was a bullshit scheme straight from the beginning.
I feel
Straight
like
from the beginning.
Well, they had DLC ready to go day one, which is always a red flag for me. Why are you having DLC day one when you didn't like put it in the game for free, or not for free, like a base price that you're already spending $60 on this game? Why is it incomplete?
And that it was.
That's one issue I have with a lot of games, is that an incomplete game and you're going with day one DLC. Your game is incomplete, and you're robbing customers of their money.
Yeah, there was that issue. And then in terms of it, like we talked about, with expansions and MMOs, you kind of expect, you're going to get an expansion every 2 years or so, and that's okay. That's expected. People are on board and expecting that. The thing with Destiny is they came out with an expansion like every 4 months or so and charged, like, in my opinion, a ridiculous price for it. And if you didn't buy this DLC that they are calling an expansion, you're left behind. You have no choice but to make these purchases every 4 months or whatever it turned out to be. And in my opinion, that was complete garbage. And that's what really, screwed the game in the end.
And the game became really bland very quickly. Like, you almost, got to a cap, and then it's like, okay, what's left to do?
Yeah.
Like, it just got stale very quickly. And I will say this. The Taken King fixed a lot of problems Destiny initially had, but it was too little too late for me.
Yeah, they focused on the chase, is what they did.
For a lot of people, I feel like the Taken King should have, come earlier, if not, should have been a part of the main game. Like, it would have made him a lot more interesting.
Yeah. Basically, you got to ask yourself whenever you're playing with this MMO style, which is, it's dangerous to begin with if you don't know what you're doing with it, because you could screw over and piss off your customer base. Yeah. So you have to ask yourself, are you going to focus on the chase, or are you going to focus on the end game? I mean, it should be a mixture of both, but it should be like 70 end game, 30 chase. They ranked it up where it's like the chase to get to max level is way higher on priority than end game, which is just dumb. Incredibly dumb. What are you doing? And I think that's ultimately what really screwed the game didn't allow it to see its full potential, and you know, this game that we thought was going to just keep getting expansions and growing, no, it's getting a sequel.
Oh, by the way, we were only talking about the American price. Dookie brings up a point that Canadians have to spend, you know, $80 for a game, 80 Canadian dollars.
Oh
But then
my.
again, a Canadian dollar is like 3/4 in America, so
Well, it's still ridiculous.
it's still ridiculous, yes. But
Yeah.
just to give everybody kind of a heads up that when Americans go to Canada, they're pretty much promoted to like, let's say like you're a middle class person, whatever that is now in America. You go from middle class, you go into Canada, you are immediately the 1%.
Wow.
If
All
you
right.
have money in America, you are fit like a king in Canada.
Hardcore.
That's
The metal
that's
asks,
reality.
can we get a crazy dev fighting game where I can main Peter Molyneux?
Absolutely, absolutely.
That would be my
don't know who
favorite
would be-
fighting
I
game
don't know who would-
ever.
I don't know who would be in this game for like having developers as, you know, video game fighters. Like, let's say obviously Peter Molyneux is there, Hideo Kojima,
Kojima, absolutely.
Shigeru Miyamoto, let's say,
Sure.
Cliff Blazinski. Who else is on this list?
Igarashi, why not?
Igarashi, yeah. Wow, there's.
We can have Igarashi have like a Castlevania style arsenal because everybody's been wanting Simon Belmont in Smash Forever. There you go.
Oh wait, who's the guy from 2K? What's his name?
Developer?
No, like Randy Pitchford. That's
Oh,
the guy.
I thought you were talking about Pittsburgh, but I was like,
Yeah. Well, he used to be a dev.
yeah, but now he's pretty much like he's their Peter Molyneux. I'm sorry, Randy.
Well-
you know it's true.
Well, it's still if he's their Peter Molyneux, that still qualifies.
Yeah,
We can put in Peter Moore as well.
I mean that's just the honest truth, Randy. I know we've spoken in email before. I'm sorry, but you know it's true. It is.
Goodness. But anyway, that's very briefly Destiny 2 for what little of it we talked about.
Oh boy.
Then comes another controversial figure, not named Randy Pitchford. In fact, Randy Pitchford seems like a much better person than this person that we're about to mention. Like, I would love to have a conversation with Randy Pitchford. This person, not so much. Not anymore, anyway. JonTron. JonTron has fallen so hard. And I really don't like to say that because I was a fan of JonTron's. I watched his videos a lot. And whew, he had a lot of things to say, some things that were I don't want to throw out the word racist. Well, that's what they were racist, but I feel like using the word racist is kind of like a buzzword nowadays. But
If anything, you could call them tribalist.
that's a good one. That's a good description of him.
That's it's a very tribalist thing.
He's
like
very nationalist as well.
in
that's-
terms of it, yes, it's very nationalist. In terms of it, could you say that a lot of things John said were racist? Certainly borderline. Certainly borderline. I know a lot of people are like, John should be allowed to say what he wants, or pointing criticism at the other guy,
Well,
saying,
technically, he can say whatever he wants, whether or not he's right. That's something that's not up for debate. Like
That's
he's
the other
totally
thing
wrong.
that just gets me anymore, where it's like liberals are crushing my freedom of speech. No, we're holding you accountable for what you say.
Yeah,
You,
that's
the government's not kicking your door in and shooting you to death. It's just people pointing at you and saying you're a fucking douchebag. It's perfectly allowed.
you are legally within your rights to be a hateful fuck.
Yeah,
That's-
and people
that's
are
what it
totally in their right to be like, you're a fucking loser.
So basically, what he had said is one of the things that, and I'm quoting from him, not verbatim, but kind of loosely, is that wealthy black people, like, commit more crimes than a poor white person. That's
Yeah.
one of the things that he said, which is factually untrue and has been like debunked time and again.
Oh, you forgot the best part about that when he said it.
What is that?
He invited everyone to look it up.
Oh yeah, he invited everybody to look it up, and looked it up. We did, and that is a false fact. That's what the conservatives are calling an alternative fact.
Yeah, I don't know what's gotten into him. I
don't
really
know either
not certain.
because I like he founded Normal Boots, and everybody on Normal Boots is pretty much not sticking by him. Peanut Butter Gaming has like cut off all connections with him. I don't know what Pro Jared's stance on this is.
Jared is not even following him on Twitter anymore.
Well, there you go. I'm pretty sure like Continue Show is doing its own thing now. Pretty much anybody associated with Normal Boots has like put a mutiny on JonTron.
Well, that's the thing you can say, whether you agree with him or don't agree with him, and you're really disappointing me if you do agree with him. But you know, that's something we'll leave out. The thing is, whenever you start something like this, and you're that much of, you know, I hate to call John Jafari a celebrity because in my opinion he's not, but he is a face that people recognizes.
He is a YouTube celebrity.
Yes.
That's undeniable.
He is, you know, one of the people that's up there on the totem pole when it comes to YouTube. And his opinions that he decided to throw out there has caused such a firestorm that he's killed his own brand. Normal Boots is done. He may not be done, but Normal Boots is done.
I don't know if Normal Boots is done because you still have the creators pretty much all banded together sans JonTron, but the JonTron name, that brand, is kind of shot now because of his anti-immigrant nationalist views, and what he has said is just, and it also goes to show that, you know, you kind of have to be careful with what you say if you have a large following.
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Here's the part that killed me about what he had said there, in terms of everything. Like, you know, they brought up different things like Japan, for example. He pointed out that it's not that big of a deal in Japan. Well, all outsiders do see it as a big deal, mind you. Yeah. We see it as quite a big deal that the Japanese, you know, reject people so fervently over there. They call them gaijin. That's really, that's a tribalist view. That is borderline racist. When they look at you,
kind of an anti-immigrant word as well.
Yeah, when you look at someone else's skin color and they be like, "You're not like us. You're gaijin. Stay out." That's not a cool thing. That's not a cool thing at all. And you know, he was trying to justify it. He put up a video trying to explain what he had said because he thought that he didn't have the time to express himself properly. Why did you go to a debate and not bring the ammunition? I'll never understand. But then he unlisted the video.
By the way, he willingly went into a debate for 2 hours on his own time.
He did. And did you catch what I said a moment ago? He put up that video where he was trying to explain himself, but he unlisted the video.
Yep.
Other people caught the video and uploaded it elsewhere before he unlisted it. So if you believe in what you're saying that much, why are you doing that?
I don't know. That's one mystery I don't think I can.
I just don't understand this alt-right poisoning of the mind.
But it also, like, don't confuse this with, like, political correctness, because what JonTron said obviously is not a joke. He means it, and it's wrong.
No.
Where Felix Kajlberg, aka PewDiePie, like, he got, you know, he got S-canned from Disney and YouTube and like all this other stuff, but he claims that it's a joke.
Felix was joking. I mean, it was
for his anti-Semitic like comments and all that. I saw the video; those were jokes, but a little distasteful. But they were still jokes. He doesn't actually hold those viewpoints, obviously.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'll say when it comes to a distasteful joke or something like that. I mean, we cut up around here too. That's why you're listening to the show right now. You know what we do. George Carlin has walked that line before, and
a lot of people have walked that line in comedy.
Yeah, George Carlin is the reason why radio is censored the way it is. So if you like stuff from George Carlin, just keep in mind he's pushed the envelope that far before.
But he did it he did it
In
the right way.
jest.
In jest, where a lot of great comedians, even a good, decent comedian, can make a topic like race and
Right.
you know all these other topics that are very hotly contested.
Yeah.
Can make it in jest because that's what they do for a living.
Right.
All the good to great comedians can, you know, put these viewpoints out there and make people laugh at it and not take it so seriously.
Right.
People like JonTron, who, you know, are kind of okay at comedy, it doesn't work out very well because it doesn't come off scripted and it comes off as like an actual viewpoint, and that's what this is.
Eric/Monkey and I debated on whether John was a comic, and I'm not calling him JonTron. He's John Jafari to me.
Yeah, he's
But
John now.
No, he's not JonTron. That name is dead. He is John Jafari. Anyway, so in terms of it, I understand that John likes to do comedy stuff. He likes to do comedy bits. But keep in mind, he went into a debate with the guy who I understand on the other end of the spectrum is a douchebag too. But, you know, deflection doesn't mean one side's okay. So, yeah, okay, he went into a debate where there was not supposed to be funny bits. He meant what he said.
He's not going into this thing like he's Eric Andre.
Yeah.
Like there's
He wasn't playing a
like,
character.
Yeah, he wasn't playing the character of JonTron like, you know,
Yeah.
like I said, like an Eric Andre.
Yeah, he didn't have a
because
talking.
You don't know. It's one thing with comedy. Like there's so many different subgenres within it. Like Eric Andre is known for cringe comedy and making people very uncomfortable. And that's his shtick. You don't know what's real and what's fake with Eric Andre. Whether or not that's a fault for, you know, his real life persona, that's something totally up to him to handle. But that's besides the point.
I think that's a big problem with some people.
JonTron went into a serious debate. Supposed to have notes ready at the fire.
John Jafari went into the debate.
Okay,
that's the thing I'm trying to push with everybody. John Jafari went into this debate. JonTron, the character, didn't do anything. He didn't have a talking bird with him that shoots eye lasers or anything. John Jafari went into this debate and exposed himself and his views as a person. And a lot of people didn't like them. And now he has to live with it, which apparently he doesn't like.
And he doubled down on those with, like, what you said, that video that was unlisted now.
Right.
People caught it.
Right. And that's exactly what happened. I'm sorry. Maybe you should have stuck to being JonTron, the guy with the talking bird that does the lasers and the dumb shit. Maybe you should have done that. But you just had to put it out there. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, that kind of comedy doesn't, like, come off as something... as an Eric Andre, like to make people comfortable. It's kind of randomish humor.
Man,
so go ahead with your point.
No, that's what I was saying. I mean, in terms of it, you know, if you want to continue being this character, this funny guy, you know, maybe you should have just, you know, kept being the funny guy and not like show up and be like, I'm going to expose myself as a giant prick, and then like I don't know, just drop your pants and wave it around and be like, look at me. And then when you get attention, you're like, I don't want this attention. No, let me justify myself. Oh no, I didn't do it well enough.
Basically, this whole thing has kind of taken, you know, his role from ukulele away, which people are mostly upset about. It's like, oh, you can't take that away from him. Bullshit, they can't.
It's theirs. They can do what they want.
They can do whatever they want with it. Playtronic games.
Yep. And they can absolutely do whatever they want to do with that. In terms of it,
even if it's a week before release, they can do whatever changes they want.
Well, that's another thing that's really killed me, and I've been seeing lately, left, right, and center, people saying, once again, freedom of speech. John isn't allowed to say what he wants because he'll have this taken away. John is allowed to say whatever the hell he wants. He could go out in the street corner and bang pots together and say it if he wants to, but there might be consequences.
That might have actually been a better video for him to do.
But, say like borderline nasty racist things while banging pots together.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think anybody would have taken that serious. In fact, they would have looked at him as like the crazy person who's just trying to get change.
He is in New York City after all, so
that's true.
There you go.
But it's all very weird to see this like dismantling of a man.
Yep. Just a complete disaster. A disaster piece, shall you say. In terms of...
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a disaster piece.
I don't get it in terms of, like, tribalism, because if we had stuck to those ideals, you know, John Jafari wouldn't be here, first and foremost.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's weird to me is, like, why is he saying this as a son of an immigrant?
I wouldn't be here.
I don't think I would be here. A lot of people wouldn't be here either if we had a lot of, you know, tribalistic views.
Oh, do you think when blue-eyed Irish people first showed up, everybody threw a party? I don't think so.
All that would be here is the original, like, member, like, people who are related to the first people who came into, like, America from England, and the Native Americans as well. Those would be the only people in America.
Yeah,
you wouldn't
that's
have,
pretty
you
much
wouldn't have
it.
Scandinavians, you wouldn't have, you know, Irish people, you would not have Germans, you would not have French people, you would not have anybody else, just Brits or ex-Brits in this case, and Native Americans. That's all that would inhabit America.
So I guess the last thing I'm going to say about this, just to drive home the point for anybody who's listening and they're still not getting what I'm saying, I'm going to tell you a little anecdote. Because we didn't really go into it when I went away for a little while there, but I went somewhere. I met a man that I will say is completely insane, but he was very big into tribalism, and he was racist as all get out. Very borderline neo-Nazi, this man. And in terms of it, he told me, to my complete and utter disgust, his favorite day was the day Martin Luther King was shot. He celebrates it every year. And he noticed my disgust, and he asked me, don't you think it was a complete mistake to mix the tribes, as in mix the races, mix the people? And I told him, no, because we got a thing called society.
Exactly.
So that I'm going to leave you with that.
Wow. What's happened, man? What has happened with society?
People
think we got our answer
just
in
want to watch
chat.
the world burn.
I think we got our answer in chat is Donald Trump happened. But that's a whole nother discussion for another time. But
that's a whole nother thing.
That basically, freedom of speech doesn't, like, condemn you for saying whatever you want to say in public. Like, you're allowed to say whatever the hell you want in public.
You're going to find people who will agree with you and champion you.
You'll find people who will agree with you, disagree with you, remain neutral, don't care, whatever. The only thing the freedom of speech does not protect you in is the court of law.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Or if you get in someone's face and say it straight to them and they decide to beat the hell out of you, that fighting words, that's not protected either.
Yeah.
So don't do that, guys.
Don't go picking fights.
Yeah, if you get in someone's face and call them a racial name and they retaliate by beating you to a bloody pulp, you can't sue them or anything like that. Fighting words is not protected speech. So don't do that, you little idiots.
But everything else, yeah, do whatever. Oh, wow. What an episode. But we gotta close it out with one of our favorite things to do at the end of each show. To go a little bit on a lighter note, it is time to play our weekly release game, Buy, Try, or Die. So basically how this works is we look at a list of games coming out next week. If we like the game that's coming out, we'll recommend to go buy it. If we're not quite sure on it and we want to give it a shot, we'll obviously try it. If we don't want the game to succeed, we'll say die. Patrick and I think we used our why.
For the month we have. We did it last episode.
So we can't use our why, but for reference, why would let us say why bother with the game.
And just pass without giving a reason.
Yeah, pass without giving a reason. Or if you want to give a reason, why not? Why not give a reason? But Patrick, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and cue the music, or if you need time.
And now it's time to take a look at the week ahead with Buy, Try, or Die.
All right, let's do this. Buy, Try, or Die. So, this is for the week of April 2nd through the 8th, starting off, and it's a bit of a small list, but we'll still work with it. Dominia, for the PC on April the 3rd by Try or Die. It is kind of a hack and slash game, a very
Ooh.
pixelated one. Kind of like a
Hmm.
Coliseum.
I'd try it.
Yeah, I definitely want to give this game a shot because, you know, the artwork kind of reminds me of Hyperlight Drifter, but it's very like Gladiator-esque.
Oh, I'm
I'm
down
not
for that.
entertained.
I'm always entertained when I get to try new games.
Yeah, so I will definitely give this a shot. So next one is Persona 5 for the PS4 and the PS3, oddly enough, coming out on April the 4th. Patrick, buy, try, or die Persona 5.
I would try it simply because if I don't, Shinsen and Esong would be very sad with me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll say I'll try it.
I'll try it because when you got two friends who keep telling you it's great,
Yeah.
give it a shot.
I mean, the last Persona I really played was Persona 3, and that was, you know, I feel like that was the apex for the Persona franchise, but, you know, I haven't tried 4, so I can't say too much. So I guess I'll try 5. I'll skip 4 and I'll try 5.
There you go.
Ira for PC and Mac coming out on April 5th. It is a point-and-click adventure indie title by Try or Die.
Die. I really, it's got to be a very specific kind of point-and-click adventure this day and age. Die. I really don't want to even try it.
I'm not too big into mystery, but the game itself looks, you know, pleasant. So, I mean, if you're into point-and-click adventures, go ahead and, you know, give it a shot. But I'm gonna say die because I'm not entirely interested in this game.
All right.
To be honest. Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition for PS4, Xbox One, PC, coming out on April 7th. Patrick, buy, try, or die Bulletstorm.
I've never gotten the chance to really try Bulletstorm with all its ridiculous glory. I've heard wonderful, wonderful things about it. Always have. And then I know like Fox News did a big, oh my god, Bulletstorm thing about it. So I'd buy it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy this one. It's Bulletstorm.
Yeah.
And when I
There you
played
go.
Bulletstorm for the Gears of War 3 beta, it was kind of like Crackdown was for the Halo 3 beta. You got a pleasantly good game out of it, and if you haven't tried Bulletstorm, don't even bother trying it. Just go ahead and buy it. You will be pleasantly surprised, especially if you like Gears of War. Another one here, the last one, and this one I couldn't find any info on, which is weird. Don't Think Twice, coming out on April 7th.
I'll take its advice there. I won't think twice about saying die.
Yeah, I won't think twice about it because I've seen zero advertisement for this game. This is the first time I've actually even heard of the game. Like, Don't Think Twice.
Don't
So
think twice.
I'm not thinking twice either, and I'm gonna go ahead and say die.
Yeah.
That was
Thank you for that solid advice there, Debs.
yeah. Thanks for letting me, you know, take the game for face value, if you wish. So that is a very short buy, try, or die. So, well, hate to end it on a little bit of a downer there, but damn.
Sometimes games just gotta die.
Sometimes they do gotta die, and this podcast is dead for the week of March 31st of 2017. It is done. It's dead. Finito. Goodbye. Forever. Until next week. I'm Tanner Larson.
And I am Patrick Breeden.
And hopefully, maybe, possibly, I don't know, maybe we'll see you next week.
Oh, I think you will.
Question marks. It's
Thank
a
you.
mystery. We're leaving you on a cliffhanger.
I want to give you a hug.
You can't do that. That's not how the internet works.
Come here.
That Patrick?
They're not coming to me.
Ah!
Oh. it's like a dad yelling at you. Ah! Don't you do it.
Don't. Stop
Stop it.
Stop.
Don't touch the candy.
Whoa, what?
I told you not to touch the candy.
But Papa, it's candy for me.
Exactly. That's what you hear when you go to the grocery store as a kid. You see the Snickers bar. You just want a Snickers bar, and they're like, "Don't touch the candy."
Papa, but I am hungry. I've not eaten in 3 days.
Oh wow. See, that opens a brand new conversation. And it's like, The kid's like, I haven't
Don't
eaten
touch
in
the candy. But I'm hungry, Dad. No.
I haven't eaten in 3 days though. Wow. Hi, welcome to a new thing called CPS. Let me show you the wonders. What has happened to this?
I don't know. You decided to give a hug, and then I said no.
And then I decided to, do a voice that sounds like some guy that won't stop chain smoking.
Like a Mike Hager who decided to get really unhealthy.
I said don't touch it.
Don't touch the candy bar, it's mine.
That's my candy bar.
Now it just went from like a fucking Doc from Punch Out. He's just like all sorts of smoking. It's just like, get out of that chocolate bar, Mac. It's mine.
I told you, Mac.
I have a whole supply of chocolate bars from when I won this game show in 1978.
He'd have like a chocolate bar in one hand, cigarette in the
It
next.
ruined my boxing career. Now I just eat candy.
I told you, Mac, you'd be a natural. You just gotta stick in there. Oh my god.
Now get back in there, Mac.
I don't care if it's a giant gorilla, you know you can beat him.
I believe in you, kid.
I'm ending this show. This bullshit ends now.
No! God damn, why?
Because it's crazy.
Well, we've always been crazy.
That's
since
true.
Day one.
Why do you people come watch this?
Well, we invite them.
Well, that's true.
This will be a fun time, and then it turns out ending not to be a fun time.
No, it just
turns out to be a lot of uncomfortable viewers just kind of thinking, should we call the mental hospital on these guys? Like, I'm very worried for their concern. I'm worried for their safety.
yeah, they can't do that because we're two separate locations. Oh.
Well, they can call in two. Well, if there's more than two people watching this, they can one of them will call North Dakota, one of them will call West Virginia. It's like, hey, do you get these loonies?
Hey man, the McElroy brothers live in this town. If they aren't getting hauled off yet, I'm fine right where I am.
That and Heath Slater is from where he
Oh
lives.
god.
So if he hasn't been hauled away in a straitjacket yet,
He's from little fuck all nowhere place.
oh no. Well, that's the whole state of West Virginia.
Pineville, right?
I think so.
No, I don't
But
know
is
if I
it-
told you
it-
that.
Honestly, no. Hold on. What you described, little fuck all nowhere. That's West Virginia.
Yeah,
That's the entire state.
pretty much, yeah.
But then again, so is except for North Dakota, it's a big all fucking nowhere.
Like, I don't know if I told you that. The McElroy brothers, like Justin, who was like
Yeah.
a big wig at Polygon, and his brothers, they have a TV show on the internet now.
Yeah.
Apparently, they filmed like some sort of parade here, and I didn't know it because I don't go outside.
What?
Yeah. Apparently, they drove in like I think it was like a Cadillac or whatever. They drove it down 4th Street and was waving.
No, not the parade portion. That I understand. You don't go outside?
I don't leave my apartment.
Damn.
Okay, I do leave the apartment. I went to see a movie. I saw Logan, which was wonderful, by the way.
Have you seen Power Rangers yet?
I was going to, but then I was like, Power Rangers or Logan? Which one? Fuck, I'm gonna go see Logan.
You decided on Logan over Power Rangers?
And I don't regret a
You
moment of it.
motherfucker!
Fine, I'll go see Power Rangers as well.
You need to
Damn.
go see Power Rangers. That's a great movie.
Well, I had to see. I just had to see Logan. Just had to.
God, Patrick, you're killing
But
me.
I do have a question.
What?
Oh, Zambot, calm down. Damn it. In terms
No,
of that,
I won't spoil Power Rangers. Don't worry.
and Logan, now that they were talking about that, and that's like the big arc with Logan there, is like, okay, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the fucking movie, I'm gonna tell you things about it that you probably already expect if you read Old Man Logan, but whatever. So, Logan, his healing factor is in the shit because, he's aging. and it's just not doing that well anymore. The adamantium poisoning is getting to him, and then he dies. And I was like, oh, okay, adamantium poison over a long period of time finally kills him off. Okay, makes sense. And then I had a question. When he is, like, in the Savage Land, because everybody loses their mutant powers at that point, why doesn't he die instantly?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
Because he's being
doesn't he
poisoned
die
by...
instantly?
Yeah, he's being poisoned by adamantium. So, if he goes into Savage Land and he loses his power, he should die immediately from adamantium poison.
Because miracles,
Oh.
Patrick. Because miracles.
Oh.
That or else they didn't fucking think about it when writing.
Because they wrote that part later and like, oh, he died from adamantium poisoning. Well, that fucks up the story arc from 22 years ago. Fuck the story. Oh, yeah, that guy's back. Just fuck it. Run it through.
Sir, why are you spilling chocolate all over the script? Because I want a lifetime supply of candy bars back in 1978. Don't you people understand this? I've told you 23 times today.
I swear if I ever
Now
go to
write
New
the
York...
script again to make sure Wolverine don't die.
If I ever go to New York, I'm just gonna do that voice all day. Till somebody's like, you're bullshitting. They're like, yeah, a little bit.
No, I'm not bullshitting you. This is me.
Is that what you say? You're like, this is me. Right here.
This is me. I'm Carl from Aqua Teen.
I'm not even sure what that...
That's not exactly true. That's not true.
I'm not sure which way you could take that voice at that point. It's ridiculous. Is Wolverine in Logan? No, he is not. They wanted to put him in there, but they couldn't CG him in time.
Yeah.
Also, the Comics undid it later when they revealed that adamantium doesn't break down or oxidize.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh,
Bullshit.
fuck.
That's just lazy.
This is
That's
the
lazy.
shit I'm talking about.
That's the laziest shit ever. It's just like, oh yeah, this doesn't have it anymore because we need new ways to write.
That's what they do. That's the beauty of the retcon. It's just like, well, this shit isn't working anymore, so we're just gonna fix it.
We're just gonna fix this little like plot device.
It's just like with Damian Wayne in the Batman comics. First, Damian Wayne was conceived from rape, and then they're like, well, it's not a good idea that Batman gets raped. Let's change that.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Oh?
Lego Batman, if his parents are dead, couldn't he just piece them back together? I mean, think about that, really. Nobody really dies in Lego movies. I mean, do I have a valid point or no?
You do.
He could just put his parents back together. End of movie.
Bruce,
End of movie.
not Bruce, but Thomas and Martha get shot, and they fall to pieces, and Bruce is like, well, shit, and just puts them back together and be like, you okay? And they're like, well, that was...
Fuck, I didn't think this through.
That was a strange night at the theater. Come on, son. The end. There was no Batman.
See, I thought you fixed Sandbot.
No, Zambot still trolls. Zambot still kills.
All right.
He wants fresh blood.
It's what I said in the chat. Xenophobic.
He's xenophobic. Oh. Okay.
Puts his mom's head on his dad. Oh man, that would be funny.
Oh.
See, the whole Lego movie of Batman could just be all sorts of hilarity because Batman's parents don't have to die, and Bruce Wayne can lead a normal life.
Oh, he'd probably still be Batman, but just be like, just really angry about petty shit.
He has this like weird dream of like becoming a bat, so he becomes the Batman. You can just like put it in a weird, twisty way for like kids.
And there you go. He'd just be angry that somebody like didn't feed the parking meter before going into the store.
Yeah.
Just use the gravel voice and be like, "Hey, the meter's on empty." You're like, "Sorry, Batman. I'll go put a quarter in."
No, it's too late. You had your chance.
It just like elbow him right in the jaw, knock him over.
And then he pieces him back together too because he's a vigilante and he doesn't do actual harm to citizens.
Exactly. Just be like,
It's like 60s Batman, but only goofier.
why didn't we write that movie?
Damn, dude. Oh, missed opportunity of millions of dollars. Damn it. You know what? Actually, we could pitch the sequel right now. We literally could. We could just have it be him just like being a meter maid.
The
And
darkest
then
meter maid
one of these
ever.
days he'll like catch the Joker like trying to put quarters in the machine when it's too late. It's like, hey, you stop.
Oh yeah, Flashpoint Batman. Yeah, I know all about him. He's a real mean motherfucker. Thomas Wayne as Batman is like murderous and completely out of control.
Or hold on, Batman Beyond Lego. Have just Bruce Wayne as this crotchety old dude, still trying to be Batman, but then the new Batman is just like, you could just go sit down, please. Just, I'll handle this.
He could fall down the stairs and break a hip, and then Alfred could just like try and piece them back together and be like,
Exactly.
it'll just take a
That's
moment,
funny.
sir.
That's funny. Oh my god, that's funny. I would love to pitch this idea. I really would. I would like to be like writing the sequel to Lego Batman.
Or just recruit the kid, and Bruce would be like, you need a new Batmobile. And just wheelbarrow in a whole bunch of pieces and dump them over and be like, get the building.
Here's the instruction manual. Have fun, kid. If you need my help, I'll be watching TV.
Oh.
I gotta relive